Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try number 2 tonight. I initially tried to stream some games on, when was that? Saturday? But Twitch didn't save the video, so try number 2. Hopefully it'll be a little more successful. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go through and reset the data too, because a lot of the when I come to the games that I didn't review last time, or when I come to the games that I did review last time, I'll do them again, but probably just a little more briefly this time. Let's see, what did I actually have in here? Yeah, so these are the ones that I had reviewed. It didn't even, oh, I forgot to save some of the other ones. Oh well, no matter. We'll set this back, and then we'll go ahead and get started. As far as how I'm going to review games, I guess I should give a few words first about how I review. And that I usually give 2 stars across the board. 2 stars for me is okay. It hits the threshold. 3 would be that 3 is good. 4 is excellent in my opinion, and then 5, I always reserve 5 for like it blows my mind, stuff that you did that's like crazy. And then obviously 1 would be subpar, suboptimal, and then 0 would be it doesn't exist. So we'll start off with 2 across the board, and we'll go. So first one, Barroru. I did do this one on my last stream that was not saved, so we're going to go a little bit faster, but I'll try to turn down the music, just turn down the sound a little bit. Oh, I guess that's pretty good. Hopefully those levels are good. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I did play this once, so I'll try to give my feedback as I initially had it. So shift to run, space to jump. I love the head spinning animation. That's a winning animation there. Also, all the animations between the different states were really smooth. Like from jumping to diving to the head stuff. That was one piece of it. One thing that I thought of was your control scheme is WASD, and then you have K for kicking, and then L is gun, which is great. But for jumping, it's the spacebar. If I above that, because I'm assuming you're using the QWERTY keyboard layout. If I was jump, I usually, whenever you have the split hand set up for controls, raise when you're shot down. So when you have the 2 hands on the keyboard control, sometimes I is jump, and that's what I'm usually used to, as opposed to using space. But I do not confess to be a gamer who usually plays a lot of double hand on keyboard games. Although I like them. Okay, tilt, run, shift. The slow-mo was really impressive too. I appreciate the Matrix vibes that's going for. Being it's the Neo simulator. Being the one. Kicking down school. Yeah, it's an impressive number of mechanics you're able to put in here. With the kick, slide, jump, head rotation thing. Okay, so you can't kill these. You can't kill the couches, only the tables. Okay, that's good to know. I don't think I even tried last time to kill the tables. There's a ridiculous amount of paper that blows up as he's going along. But the fact that he goes slow-mo is, we'll see. Last time when I went through here, I was only able to kill a few people. Velha Games, 1, 2, 3. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We're kicking over tables and taking names. I guess we're gonna shoot this guy in the back. He's not even Hello. Oh, he's my buddy. Okay, so he's my bodyguard now. You cover the back door, I'll go get him this way. Although he's not wearing the black. Doing good, how about you? Much better this time. Hopefully I started recording everything, so now it should be... Okay, so those guys were just dummies. Good to know. That's why they weren't shooting me. Okay, now this is when it gets real. I am just not an adrenaline player. Oh yeah, that was another piece of feedback, was that it seemed like I was invincible there for a while. I didn't really get the adrenaline meter, or how that factored in, until it seems like I was able to go through the whole thing with basically just spamming the guns, which I mean that's what it's supposed to be, it's just gun spamming, obviously. This office is a mess. Or maybe it's a bar or something. It does definitely look like back to my game. Didn't do well in the teaching part of the game, and the game is unplayable. Okay, sure. I mean, what's your name on the Game Maker forums? Because after I do this one, I could do yours specifically while you're here. That'll help give better feedback. Oh, yeah, it doesn't seem like it makes much of a difference whether I'm... Let's see, if I just crouch the whole time behind this table. Oh, okay, he does hit me underneath there. I didn't know if the hitbox was lower. Okay, here's what we gotta try now. We gotta try kicking over the table. Okay, so he does break it eventually, which is good. I gotta get that head spinning thing down. Oh, okay. You're dead. Oh, I think it was the kick. I got in a kick fight with this guy last time. Just kicking back. Yep, that's how. Like, shoot him 15 times in the face and he doesn't go down, but 2 kicks and he must kick like a train. Yeah, the slow-mo credits is really cool too. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, I think this is one of the best entries in the batch that I did last time. I really like... Okay, so what did I like? I really liked the animations. All the transitions between them were really smooth. What else? The sound was good. The yeah, the gameplay, it seemed kind of short, if I'm being honest, for the amount of... Because like when you start out, you have all of these different abilities to do. And it seems like there's obviously there's just the one level with all the bad guys, which I mean that's just how jam games go. You know, you run out of time to put together the levels after you finish the mechanics. The fact you have this many different mechanics is really impressive. And I think I saw a post where you said that it was pretty... The slow-mo was easy, just rather easy to implement, given how complicated you thought it might be, which is... I think the slow-mo really adds to it as well, even though sitting here... Wait, can you not shoot me? I think the hitbox is behind him. So yeah, art is great, sounds are great. I love the concept. I think the adrenaline really helps. I don't find myself using the adrenaline that much, to be perfectly honest. Like, it seems like a little bit of a health bar kind of mechanic, but It's probably just my playstyle too. It's supposed to be kinetic and frenetic, or frenetic. It's supposed to be. But I'm just not one of those players who. I'm one of those RTS type players who just sits in the back corner until the enemy runs out of resources. So, fast and frenetic is not what not my wheelhouse of stuff. But yeah, like that. The bullets like do pretty much nothing to this guy. Like, kicking him a couple times, he's like down for the count. It's great. So yeah. Okay. And escape does not exit the game. Okay. So you have to run through the. Oh, and I did notice the trails behind him before when he's in the slow mode. That's pretty cool too. Good. Good. So theme. I think was definitely it was good. The adrenaline. Yeah, adrenaline fit the theme well. Concept. Whole concept of I really like the slow-mo concept. Let me go over here and pull up the jam. I think on the jam forum they had. Let me go over here, rankings. They kind of described what it was supposed to be. Rankings. They kind of described what it was supposed to be. Oops, looks like I have an echo coming through. That should be better. Forum home. Unity jam. Voting topic. How you can fund the game to play the core gameplay concept is. Okay, so the core gameplay concept it was unique, fun to play. I would say I think it was really fun with the kicking and the shooting. It was good. I'm just not a frantic game player, so. Say, Velha, am I getting a echo in my stream? I can't tell if I am or not. Say, Velha, am I getting a echo in my stream? If you hear me, I can't tell if I am or not. Say, Velha, hopefully I'm not. If you hear me, I can't tell if I'm not. Maybe it's because I tried to do recording too. Yes, you are. Dang it. Maybe it's because I tried to do recording too. Yes, you are. Dang it. Oh, I'll bet that's because I have it up on the other. Yep. Beginning streamer problems. Sorry. Second time. There's bound to be some problems. Okay. There we go. That should fix it. All right, so story. Quality of the game's plot, storytelling, dialogue. I mean, obviously there's not too much. Just get the gun. You know, get the gun, get through the level. So a little bit of a story. I mean, The Matrix. That's the story. Visuals. Really good. I thought they were excellent. And I'm gonna all the rankings that I do, it'll be kind of within the jam. You know, the frame. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it's not Skyrim because obviously it's a game jam and you have 7 days. So in 7 days, you know, for the visuals, for all the transitions and animations, and especially like all the ghosting images behind, definitely a solid 4. Audio, I thought it was good. Everything had audio feedback. Everything felt punchy, snappy. User experience, it felt a little. I would give it a 4, but I felt like I could just go along, kind of creeping along, and it felt like there were quite a few tables to where when I would start to run and jump, unless you did it in a specific way, um, it maybe it's just me and how I play, but it does it. I felt like I was hanging up on tables quite a bit. So maybe if I don't know if the level was stretched out a little bit more, or the tables were spread out a little bit further apart between the different obstacles, um, I might have given it higher. But I think 3 is good. So overall, I definitely rank it a 3. Solid 3. It was good. It's good. Good entry. And I'm not going to go in and do all the comments right now. I'll do that after the stream at some point in the future, hopefully. Okay. Good. So next, so Velha, you had which was your game that you'd like me to do while you're on here? I think let's go over to chat. I don't know. Community Jam. There we go. GameStop. Oh, Sweet Timer. You said it. Sweet. Sweet Time. There we go. Okay. Oh, looks like they're censoring my links that are posted. So, let me change that real quick. In settings. Yeah, it looks like it was the Twitch is censoring the links for some reason. See if I can change that setting. Channel. Security. Is your is the guide over in the actual forums? Because for some reason Twitch isn't letting people post links in the chat for me to see. It's probably a setting that's on here somewhere that I just haven't changed. Okay, in the discussion. Discussion area. That's probably guessing 7. Yeah, this was your first game jam too, right? So copious amounts of it's like speedy read. be over on itch. Well, congratulations. It's the first. Oh, yep. There we go. Okay, so this is your guide here on the forum. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. So here's a simple guide. Step 1 on the menu, mute all sounds if you don't want to hear my voice, otherwise there's a voiceover explaining some stuff. Black screen and a some hidden button. Click on that so the real game can start. This is that the kitchen goes in, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start the game and then I'll have this up on my other screen so I can follow along as I go through. Okay. Oh, so there's a README file. It's always fun reading the README files. They're all of my README files are the ones I do at the very end where, oh darn, I forgot to mention that, or that, how to play, have 6 days, each with a different new recipe that you gotta make. Okay. So it's 6 days, new recipe every day. Markers. With the book to see what you have to do. Look into the laptop to see the recipes. The fridge for ingredients. The bowl is used to transfer stuff around. Okay. Why is the sponge useless? Because you hate doing your dishes so much that you have an infinite amount of plates. They get dirty, throw it in the trash. You want it in the blender, does nothing. Because it goes too slow to mix your cooking. Laptop's locked folder. Okay. So do not go into the laptop's locked folder. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Good. Thought there for a second it was going to be really small.
Now you must cook for them until they feel like you've done enough to satisfy them.
Looks like I can set the volume. Play, day 1. That's some nice music.
Here is your laptop, where you can explore your recipes and change the background.
Okay, so there's recipe 1, dog and Twix bar equals chocolate Twix bar. Looks like. Okay. Exit. So these are the other recipes. Milk and dog and C equals, and chocolate. Goes into, looks like maybe that's a blender thing? Okay. Oh, that's the don't go in that folder. I appreciate the feedback of it. Shows that, okay, I'm actually clicking on something. Because those are different recipes for things, it looks like. Okay, now we're back. Okay, so it's, you have a timer even when you're in the... Oops, day 1. Oh, there's a book. I see, okay, so we need to make one dish that looks like hamburger or something. Okay, so this is the fridge. I'm going to fail this many times. Find the book. Book, fridge. This is where you chop stuff up. Okay. Up. Computer. Sink. There's like so many things that are interactive in here. It's really good. There's your stove. Blender. And then looks like the table. Good. Now time's going to expire and then I'll have to restart. Yep.
You've pissed off the chocolate mafia. Bata.
It's interesting that I go back to the same menu twice. Is that a? I assume that's a bug. Okay, so we go to the fridge has the
This is the
ingredients.
fridge where you can pick up items for your recipes. We have eggs, ice, sugar, condensed.
Condensed milk. Oh, so I can have multiple of each one time. Question is, how do I take it from the fridge and put it on the counter?
This is the first table. It's where you put your food to send to the chocolate mafia, and also where you have your manual. A little booklet where you can see what you need to do today and how to operate different equipment. Here is your laptop, where you can explore your recipes and change the background. This is the first table. It's where you put your food to send to the chocolate mafia, and also where you have your manual. A little booklet where you can see what you need to do today and how to operate different equipment. You pissed off the chocolate mafia.
Okay, so I guess so. It's the chocolate
This
mafia.
is the second table. This is the
Not gonna lie,
this
it's a
is the
little
sink
confusing.
where you can find.
Okay, so I go down here. I check
This
out what
is
we
the
have. We
first
have the
table.
chocolate.
It's where you put your food to
Full of
send to the
cocaine.
chocolate mafia,
Yeah.
and also where you have your manual. A little booklet.
So how do we make
Here
the
is your
chocolate?
laptop, where you can explore your recipes and change the background.
Looks like all of them kind of turn into chocolate eventually. Whoa, that's quite the diagram. Not gonna lie, my dinner isn't even this complicated. Let's see. I think the goal will be to at least make something. All right, so we can make chocolate. We have 0 made so far.
This is the first table. It's where you put your.
So we pick up
This is the
stuff.
fridge where you can pick up items.
Oop. Oh,
You pissed
the
off.
restart got that 30-second. Oh, so we can just go out and come back in. Okay. So how do I get the
This is
chocolate or
fridge
the
where you can
ingredients
pick
from
up items
inside
for
the
your recipe.
fridge
We
out
have
onto the
eggs,
counter?
ice, sugar, condensed milk, milk cream, milk, flour, chocolate
Sidebars.
powder, and yeast.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that those were interactive. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. I get it. Okay, we're cooking now. What we're cooking, I'm not sure, but we'll we'll get there eventually. Okay, and then I can open and fold them. Okay.
This is the first table. It's where you put your food to send to the chocolate mafia, and also where you have your manual. A little booklet where you can see what you need to do today. This is the first table.
Oh, and then
It's where you put
knife
your
is
food
useless. That's
to
right.
send to the chocolate. Here is your laptop, where you can explore your recipes and change the background.
Looking for the one that the arrow leads to the chocolate.
You pissed off.
The chocolate dish that looks like that.
Here
Let's
is
see.
your
That
laptop,
turns
where you can
into.
explore your recipes and change the background.
Oh wow, you can even move the tabs around. I did not know that. Now, you put a lot of time in on the UI. Recipe 1. So we need a dog, a bar, and then chocolate. Okay. This is going to be a
This
memorization
is
game
the fridge,
as
where you
well,
can pick up items for your recipes.
which
We
I
have
am
eggs,
not good at.
ice,
Wait, that's
sugar,
butter.
condensed milk, milk cream, milk, flour,
Oh, and
chocolate
that
powder,
one's the
and
condensed
yeast.
milk. Okay. Then it goes into the, what did it say? It said the pot.
This
No,
is
that's a
the
trash
first
can, I'm
table.
betting.
It's where you put your. This
No,
is
that's
the
a
blender.
blender.
This is the second table. It's where you can. This is the sink, where you can find the pan
Oh.
and the bowl. The bowl is mainly using.
Oh, restart.
You pissed off.
Gotta do it one more time. Okay. We know what we're doing
This
now. We
is
need
the fridge,
butter.
where you can pick pick up items for your recipes. We have eggs, ice, sugar,
That,
condensed
and
milk,
then chocolate.
milk cream, milk, flour, chocolate powder.
Okay, and we
This
go to
is
the
the
sink,
sink
grab the
where you
pot,
can find the pan and
put
the
that in
bowl.
our inventory, and then we go to the
This
stove.
is the stove. This is where you're gonna cook some ingredients using the pan.
Oh, nope, I put them on the thing. Put them in the order or else it'll fail. Okay, so we put in that first. Is that going? Can't tell if it's actually going in or not. I think it was the cow that's first. It's the milk. Oops. Nope. Well, I got the stove started that time. Alright, we can do this. We can do at least.
This is the
We can
fridge.
get one
You can
recipe
pick
in.
up items for your recipes. We have eggs, ice,
Chocolate Mafia
sugar,
needs at least
condensed
one
milk,
thing or else we're
milk
gonna get
cream, milk,
murdered.
flour, chocolate. This is
Sink.
the sink where you can find the pan and the bowl. The bowl is mainly
Oh wait,
used for transferring stuff from the blender
it has some
wherever you want.
collisions and weight to it. That's interesting. Super interactive, that's for sure.
This
It's just
is
the
the
time
stove.
frame that kills
This is
it.
where
Okay.
you're gonna cook some ingredients using
Turn it
the
on.
pan.
Okay, so now it's heated up. Now we put in the cow stuff. That's the butter and the chocolate, right? And I'm guessing it takes time. Or I have to ladle it out with something. There we go. Nope. Almost got it.
You pissed off.
We'll get it this time. It's have to be the most patient chocolate mafia
This
people
is the fridge where you can pick up
in
items
the
for your
world.
recipes. We have eggs, ice, sugar, condensed milk,
Okay.
milk cream, milk. This is the stove. This is the sink where you can find the pan and the bowl. The bowl is mainly
Having the
used for
return
transferring
arrows
stuff
on both
from the
sides
blender.
is it's a good thing. Okay, let's look at that. Oops, I got the wrong thing, didn't I? Yep, I think I did. I grabbed the wrong bar. Yes, there's no way to reset it, I think. Right? Try again. Oh wait, no, we still have the same amount of time. Looks like it didn't restart. So it seems like the timer is a global thing,
You pissed off.
independent of whatever run you do. You go out to the menu or come back in. Okay.
This is the fridge where you can
That's
pick
right,
up
we need the
items for
cow.
your recipes. We have eggs, ice,
Cow butter,
sugar,
and then
condensed milk,
chocolate.
milk cream, milk, flour. This is the sink where you can find the pan
Oop.
and the bowl.
Take the pot,
The bowl is mainly
put
used
in the
for transferring
inventory,
stuff.
go to the stove,
This is the stove.
put
This is
the
where
pot
you
on the
can cook some
stove,
ingredients
turn it
using
on,
the pan.
put in the cow, butter, chocolate. Should be it. Good. Okay. Then we go plate.
This is the second table. It's where you can get more of your unlimited supply of plates and drop some stuff off.
I think we're gonna do it, right?
This is the first table. It's
Wait, I
where
have
you
the pot.
put your food to send to the chocolate mafia.
Go over here. Got it. We won, and then we died. Oh, okay. Let's see. So you place it on the tray, and then all right. I'll give one more. See, I'm gonna see if we can get to the second recipe. And okay.
This is the fridge.
Yeah. Obviously the timer is
eggs, ice, sugar, condensed milk, milk cream, milk, flour. This
Oops,
is the
nope,
stove. This is the sink where you can find the pan.
Just gonna leave the tab open. It's probably also part of my problem. Not going fast enough. Okay. That. Turn off. Good.
This is the second table. It's where you can
Plate.
get more of
That
your
on
own
there. Go
utensils.
back. Oops.
This is
Drop the plate. Congratulations. Next, day 2. Oh, so we have more time. Okay. So we need that and then, oh, whatever that is. Okay. Let's see.
Here is your laptop, where you can explore your recipes and change the background.
Sure what that, it looks like ice or something. Looks like a cup of milk. Okay. Need that. Need that. It seems like the dragging is uh, a little wonky for the stuff as well. Let's see. Oh, we have more over here, so we can just drag that. Ooh, I'm gonna forget what the second recipe was. Like a cup or something. Which I'm not seeing that we have, so. That plus milk plus coffee. Iced into there. Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's the stuff we're looking for. The pan. And then we do the first dish. First dish done. Oops. Wrong thing. And the second one. Okay. Check out the post-jam version. You have a much better experience. Yep. It's good. Okay. I think I probably had. Oh, it does have an exit button. Good. Okay. So let me see. Things obviously you made a different post-jam version, so gotten a lot of good feedback on it. Start off with 2 for everything. Okay, theme. Adrenaline. Was a lot of adrenaline, mostly because I didn't know what I was doing in the kitchen. So it was good. Or I would say it was average on for theme. I can see what you're going for with the uh, with like the mafia. You're trying to cook stuff for the mafia, and that's what kind of the adrenaline kick is. Um, so it's definitely there, but I don't feel like adrenaline was a huge part of the. And adrenaline is kind of a tough theme, anyways. Like I'm not a huge fan of adrenaline as a theme, but yeah. So I'd say it was definitely it was okay. It was good. It was there. Um, let's see what else. Um, concept of going through and putting all of the different ingredients together was good. I liked like there's a lot of different ingredients. If there was one thing to point out on it was that usually smaller is you know less is more in a lot of jam games, and so it was a very detailed system. Unless you have a really clear and precise way to um, like tutorialize people into that where they're not underneath a time constraint. Like I guess my suggestion would have been to do to have like a no timer, and then as soon as somebody gets okay, this is how the flow goes, then you go and you start the timer. Um, as far as concept, I think it was good. Um, it was surprisingly easy once I got a universal code to work on all the edit. Yeah. So next one thing at a time. or the Onion could hold multiple items at once. Yeah, I think that holding multiple items at once would have been a real pain in order to because as soon as you start the depth sorting on them, and there are different some get obscured behind others. If you were just to go through and swipe and pick them all up at once, I mean, it could have been a mechanic, but um, I think having the two hot bars there was good. I liked also having the two arrows to return back. So if it had one hot bar open or the other hot bar open, um, yeah, it was. It felt like I think the biggest critique that I would have is that it's just the way it looked. A lot of the pixel art, if it had been just a little bit more detailed to show the actual items a bit more clearly, and also in the kitchen. Um, Kind of the layout wasn't very intuitive. Like, let me see, go in and kind of
You can
show
stop the chocolate mafia at a drunken night at a bar.
what I mean. Yeah, so in the kitchen, it looks like there was a general flow. Like after I'd played the game a couple times, understand. Okay, you start at the fridge, you go to the sink, then you go here. So there's a natural flow, but um, like when I'm reading, it seems like the you usually flow left to right. So for the start, I didn't know which way I was supposed to go. Do I start here and go this way, or do I start here and go this way? Um, which actually, it's kind of interesting that you
This
start
is the
here. You go
first
over to your
table.
recipes to see
It's
what you
where
have
you
to
put
make.
your food to send to the chocolate
But then
mafia,
you have to go
and
back to the other
also where you
side.
have your manual.
So if it
A
was just
little
a bit more
booklet where
streamlined,
you
like,
can see what
okay,
you
this
need for
part
the
of the
day
counter right
and
here
also the basic.
has the recipe book, and then this part of the counter right here has the fridge, and so it's very intuitive. If it was this, then this, then this, then this, um, and then yeah, the art,
This
like
is the
I after a while I got, okay, this is the stove, this is the sink, but just off of the at the get go, it's hard to tell what everything
you
is exactly. Um, so that I mean, for the first time, it's definitely better than my first game I ever made. Let me put it that way. Yeah, it's good. So, storyline, Chocolate Mafia. It was there. I don't know if it was. I'd bump it up above. It was pretty average. It was good. Um, Visuals. I'd probably bump it down to one just because when you start off, it's hard to. I mean, obviously, it's hard to figure out which one exactly it is. Um, or what is what. Like the butter. After a while, oh, okay, that's the butter. But it takes a bit of time to there's not that instantaneous sort of I know what this is. Um, audio audio was good. It was there. I appreciated the at least the narrative that was kind of walking you through it, even if it for the scope of a jam game, probably better to have it in text or whatnot. So audio leave there. User experience. It was a little. There's a couple hangups. Couple hangups with it. But I mean, it had a loop. It had the loop where you're going through and you're getting the ingredients and you're putting them in the pan and then you're putting them on the plate and serving them. So, yeah, so it had a decent user experience once you actually figure out what you're doing. So overall, I'd say yeah, it was 2 star. It was good. It was a good entry. Definitely better than my first jam entry that I did, which was just the main menu, because I never actually got to the gameplay. Awesome. Okay, I think I saw Dadio in here, and he was. Yeah, I agree with Dadio. Yeah, I admire how much work went into this thing. Lots of interactions. Yeah, just like even the fact that you could take all the or move the screens on the computer. That's a lot of detail work for all the interactions and everything that you can move and the sponge. This game made me cry. Okay, cry. Okay, tears of pure joy, not regret. Okay, let's search Dadio. AI adrenaline hit. I'm so happy that there's not going to be any AI in this, I'm sure. uh, okay. Start off with two star, okay, and then we'll. Oh, it does have a readme. Let's see. Potato plus chocolate bar plus apple were generated by Korea's raw fast flux model. Okay. Left mouse click, grabs the chocolate and apples. Use it to drop it, put it in the potato guy's mouth to get points. So chocolate plus apple in the mouth. Okay. Chocolate equals plus 1 point, apples equals negative 1 point. Get you 20 points to win the game. Background AI, song lyrics. Gameplay is pretty deep. I am sure it is. Yeah, adrenaline hit. Oh, so that was the lyrics that I was seeing in the forum. It's like, what lyrics for? Okay. I feel like this is probably a game you just have to dive into. Oops, I hit it twice. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, okay, so you have to grab it. Yeah, this is how you get what is that, motion sick? Okay, so I can only put it in when the mouth is open. I have been too scared to get into AI recently with stuff, and I think there's a reason why. I find it are hugely ironic that that art is the first thing that AI went after. It's like, can it paint a picture? Like, hell yeah. 11, I think. Okay, so the goal is to get to 20. At least they have good weight. I like the flying chocolate spinning. I just can't figure out what the octopus thing in the background is. It also doesn't seem to have a lose condition. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the play here. I should really go through and try to actually lose. Do that. We'll go full doctor route. We'll give him just nothing but apples. See if we can actually die. Do you kill a potato by feeding it apples? Is a question I never thought I would be asking myself. Yeah, I think if this is what the what apples do to you, if I was your doctor, I would also stay away. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so it does have a win condition and a and a lose. No special screen or anything. Got it. Yep, I think that is it. All right, so adrenaline. Yeah, lots of adrenaline. Right kind of adrenaline? I don't know. Depends on what your thing is. So okay, so it did have some theme, concept. There was a game. You do grab things. You do put it in. You feed the potato. So leave that at 2. Okay, story. I don't see any story. Visuals. 2? Yeah, because there's AI. I think that's what it said. Yeah, I think there's probably at least a little bit of AI in here. So we'll keep the visuals down at 2. Audio. Well, okay. Actually, I didn't. Was the music by AI? I'm assuming so. AI adrenaline hit. Yeah, I mean, it had to be, right? Just a bit. Yeah, so audio. put it at. Well, okay, no, there was a munching sound. There was the munching when he's eating, so there was some audio. User experience. Shoot. 1 star. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff you wake up in a cold sweat from, right? Overall, I mean, you submitted something, right? So 2, at least. Yeah. UI. I feel like that's pretty fair. 2. If I could do 1.5 star, I feel like that's about where it would sit. 1.5 star. So I'll put it at 1. Yeah, it's good. Hey, at least you submitted a game, and that gets more props from somebody like me who always overscopes on stuff. Awesome. Okay, let me see. I think there's anybody else in chat that wanted their games. If there's anybody else in the chat that wants me to play their game, I think it's just 2 people, right? Yeah, just 2 people right now. Okay. I'll probably try at least one more tonight to get that one in, and then go from there. Oh, no worries. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for submitting a game. Dr. Malpractice. Paging Dr. Malpractice by JackkRepublicc. Okay. Paging Dr. Malpractice by JackkRepublicc. Yep, soundimage.org. All arcade hospital game inspired by Theme Hospital with some elements of building. By Theme Hospital. I didn't know that was an alternate theme in the jam. I must have messed up. Mine was adrenaline. Okay. The spacebar pause, unpause, presses dialogue, closes build mode, uses an item to build in build mode. Click and drag patients to the correct treatment method. Wait for them to be cured, then drag them to the exit. I wonder if we're going to have adrenaline that we shoot into people. Maybe that's where the adrenaline thing comes in. It's not immediately the opposite. They will need to be dragged, physically dragged, to an x-ray machine to diagnose them. Okay. Against their will, you shall be x-rayed. Treatment for an illness will have unfortunate effects. Well, I mean, that we've just doomed at least one patient to death here because we need to see the unfortunate effects, obviously. High temperatures, ice bath, nosebleed, mouse box. Okay. Jam overdose, hydraulic press. It's long to make this as I would have liked, but I'm happy that I managed to finish some things to submit. Some automatic things. As soon as there's somebody who, well, actually we have a person in the chat who goes against the grain. I didn't have as long, or I wish I could have added some more things. Like every single jam game ever has the I wish I could add more to the game, but you know sometimes it's an all complete package like AI Adrenaline Hit. You know where it's like, yeah, it's done. We've hit peak game. Okay, keep that open. Play. Public City Hospital. Foundation Trust. Aging Doctor Malpractice. I appreciate the, I think the AI, or the AI, got in my head too much in the last game still. The UI is, I think it's trying to represent or to mimic a hospital, which is cool. Start tutorial. Oh wow. Have a whole isometric feel to it. Alright, Jess. I'm Dr. Hunt. Your assistant. My assistant looks like he could use some medicine himself. He's a little pale. Some help. First of all, we need some more space. Mark the area we need to build on the ground. Okay, so I can build stuff. Oh, so 4 is the jam press. Got it. 5 is snowflake factory. X-ray machine. Okay, so you build stuff on the... Don't see a destruct button. Which is interesting. Oh, okay, that's how you build walls. You can expand your base. Right, now let's drag him over to the ice box. He'll need to stay in there until he's cured. Oh, so it's like a reverse hot tub. He looks so happy. The poor guy. Going to the ice box. Poof. So those are the unfortunate circumstances. Oh, I'm green. Oopsie. The cure for noseblood. No worries, we can always get more people to pay, right? He has insurance, I'm sure he just needs to sleep it off. More mouse bites. Place the patient inside until they're cured. So this is a box where you just go in and just get bit by mice. I think getting bit by mice is how you cure nosebleeds, right? Yeah. That worked. I'm very smart. Anything nice about me? Let's keep going. Send the patient on their way to drag them to the arrows by the door. Oh, so now we kick them out. Bye. Isn't immediately obvious, so we'll need to diagnose them, aka try putting them through everything. Oh, okay, X-ray machine. You don't have to just... Cruel and unusual punishment. We have an X-ray machine? I don't think we have an X-ray machine yet. So their temperature is hot. So obviously they go in the compressor and we jam them up. I see. This place for real cure this last patient and we can get started. Now the real malpractice begins. After this guy. Okay, so it's just sandbox mode. There's the tutorial and then we have sandbox mode. Got it. I guess I don't understand. One thing I don't understand is having the pause. Like, we can pause it, but there's no bad effects if we just let it keep going. I don't see any... Yeah, I don't see any bars where it says that they're going to die if I just leave it here. Oh, okay, so we start getting people. That's the time concept. Yeah, we get it, okay. Go in there. We have two people that need jam. Need another ice box. Need a bunch of reverse hot tubs in here. Oh, that person's sad now. Okay. Is it nosebleed? What was it for nosebleed again? I forget. Is that the mice? I put them outside the building. On their way. Okay, now I can see why the pause thing. It's too hot. Oops, put them outside the wall. Just exploded because he's so unhappy. Placement is a little tricky. Give another human press. X-ray. Go to the mice. That person's gonna explode. Do we care? Well, we're kind of already working without a license, so might as well go full. I'm wondering if there's actually a end game. Is there a? Don't ask me how mice chewing on your nose helps the nosebleed, but I mean, I'm not a doctor. People just come to me. Oops. Looks like I can't select people or something. Must have encountered a bug. Everybody's going to die now because the doctor is trimming his toenails or something. Nope, you cycling through the things doesn't seem to have fixed it. Reputation is at -2. We're going down, boys. Yep. The mouse is glitched out. I can't select people, so everybody that comes through these doors, you're signing your death warrant. Okay. Oops. Start up again, see if I hit that same bug. Yeah, see, I think one of the issues that I have is that selecting these people, seeing exactly where they're going, there's a lot of depth sorting that is hard to work out. Okay. Temperature, so you go outside. Outside! Go over there. Don't want you to die here. This is a hospital, not for people who are sick. Okay, so you can't just tell people to get out of your clinic. You can't just click them and tell them to leave. Tell them to get in the pit with rats. Oh, yep, there's a glitch again. I can't click on people. Okay. And I can build stuff like crazy. Such a good doctor clinic. We're gonna expand. So we can have more people. So you can go like into serious debt here, huh? It's the most expensive thing. Okay, so you can infinitely build floors to go into debt, but you cannot. Oops. You cannot just make infinite number of X-ray machines, or need more money in order to do that. I don't think we're getting out of this hole anytime soon as a clinic, so it's time to go down the street and start up a new one, right? Okay. Reputation -8. I wonder if it gets negative. We'll give it half a minute to see if my reputation. I think he said that they don't have an end game. Let's see. Isometric good working. Yeah, isometric is kind of a pain in the neck. when I've tried it in the past. Okay, I did not time to allow. Yeah, I mean, there's the only thing missing from it being a full-fledged game, but you do say it's more of a sandbox, is some sort of lose condition or win condition. Need you to watch a YouTube video. Probably the house MD stuff, right? Okay, negative 53. I score negative 53 reputation. And $5,000 in debt, which for a hospital is like nothing. Okay, I have to add that to my. Okay. So theme. Like there wasn't adrenaline. I wasn't injecting anybody with adrenaline, and apart from the incessant flow of patients coming in to die, there wasn't anything to really pump up the adrenaline because there wasn't uh, any end game. So theme, leave it at 2. It was okay. It was good. Concept. I like having the well, I guess that would probably be more of a story thing. I like having the different unorthodox issues that your patients come in with and how they explode. uh, Visuals. Isometric grid worked well. I thought everybody had a. Well, let me see here. Wanted to get to see what the patients, or I probably did this wrong way. Yeah, all the patients have the same sort of tone. So maybe a little bit of variation on the patients, like an extra wig or something, would help differentiate them. So, as far as visuals, yeah, I think a 3 is pretty solid. It was good. Yeah, apart from the one glitch, it didn't really have any other issues. The the isometric grid was a little bit of a it is a little bit of a chore trying to get them to go a certain spot, because I feel like when I have them here, like they should just go to that spot. But as soon as I start thinking of it as an isometric grid, when I'm moving them around, it makes more sense. It's just there's certain times, like when I was trying to put people in this tub right here specifically, and then I accidentally, because I couldn't see the marker. At some point, the marker for dragging the people gets caught behind. Oops. Yeah, and then the mouse kind of gave out again. I'm assuming that's a glitch and not my mouse. Yeah. Okay. Audio. Yeah, it had music. It had the explosion effects for when people died. So it was. I put it right there with okay, not fantastic, out of this world, but it was definitely serviceable. In the menu, there wasn't any. See, yeah, I'm not hearing any movement in the menu when I hover over buttons. It's always a nice little touch when you have some UI feedback or some audio feedback in the with various UI elements. Oops. Was there a UI or was there an audio? Was there audio when I placed something here? Yeah, there was. Okay. Little click sound of when you actually play stuff. So yeah, audio was good. It was there. It was serviceable. User experience, I thought it was pretty good. Apart from the obviously the mouse glitching out the one time. Uh, I really liked the story and the dialogue. So and the tutorial really helped to lead into, like, it's kind of complex, but it's also not, in that you had the 3 different diseases essentially, and then the 3 different kinds of cures, and then the X-ray is the thing that kind of shook it up. So it was simple, but it also the elements blended together really well. So I thought it was pretty good. Um, so overall, I would say, oh, I forgot concept. What did they say? Concept is a thing. Okay, concept of so the gameplay. Yeah, I thought the concept of a hospital that um, you're managing people. I thought that was good. I think that it would fit. Although theme, I feel like I think that's more fair because I think the concept is good, but I think the theme because it didn't really have much adrenaline in it, so I'd put that at 1 star. And then overall, I guess the average of everything was about 3. So yeah, about 3. So good job, fun game. Okay. What time is it? It's 9:30. So should probably call that pretty good there. I'll have to don't have too much time tonight. I'll have to stream hopefully a couple more nights this next week. Your game having sound felt like a treat. Games felt more finished. Yeah. Yep. I did. I did actually enter something. It wasn't much of a game, but it was a. I'll probably play that one at some. I'll play my own game at some point too, and give all my constructive inner criticism about my game too. So that should be fun. Awesome. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call that good. Thanks for everybody who joined in and everybody who submitted a game to the jam. And I look forward to playing them next time. So, how many did I get through? I got through four in about an hour and 20. So not too bad. Hopefully, I'll be able to get all the videos done before submission, which should be a couple weeks. So should be doing.